Today is July the 20th, 2020, and today we will do part 10 of our end time study. Yesterday we studied about the characters in the end times and went to the unholy trinity, that is Satan, Antichrist, and the false prophet. Yesterday we looked at just a little bit about Satan. He's the mastermind behind all of this. And today we want to look at the man that we know as Antichrist. This is the same man that Daniel spoke of that would make a covenant with a lot of people for 7 years. And then in the middle, and 3.5 years later, he's going into the temple and make the abomination of desolation. We found out he's going to set himself up in the temple as being God. And Jesus said at that point, great tribulation is going to start. So the great tribulation will begin 3.5 years after this man makes a 7-year covenant treaty. Now today we're going to look at the book of Revelation, chapter 13, about Antichrist. We've got to read quite a bit today. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast. There's a beast rise up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 10 crowns, and upon his head the name of blasphemy. Now then, blasphemy is to say something evil against or to attribute something God has done to someone else. Now it says here the same thing that is said about Satan. He had 7 heads and 10 horns and 10 crowns. What does that mean? Well, for our study today, it doesn't mean anything because that's not what we're after today. What we're after is this man called Antichrist. In Revelation is called the beast. In 1 John, he's called Antichrist. In 2 Thessalonians, he's called the man of sin. It's the same man, and here he is. All right, and he has blasphemy written on his heads. All right, verse 2, and the beast which I saw was like unto the leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. Now then, let's stop there. What all does that mean for our study? Doesn't mean anything. The only thing we want to see today is that the beast is Antichrist. Now, and the dragon, that's Satan, gave him power and his seat and great authority. All right, it is Satan that gives this man power, and that word there just means power. And a seat, the word seat there means a throne. He's going to give him a throne, a rulership, and great authority. It all comes from Satan. Satan is going to empower this man and give him everything that he needs. Then it says, and I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast. Now then, on down later in this chapter, we're going to see that the deadly wound was by a sword. Now, since it doesn't say anything else about this, we assume. So here's opinion. I think that someone will try to assassinate Antichrist with a sword and give him a wound that should kill him easily. But it doesn't say he gets well, it says he's healed. So he will be healed of this deadly wound, and all the world is going to think how wonderful that is and how wonderful he is. They will marvel at this great man. Verse 4, and they worship the dragon. The people worship Satan, the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. The dragon, Satan, gave power to Antichrist. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like the beast and who is able to make war with him? All right, so they're saying, there's nobody else like this man. I mean, he's something else. And who's able to make war with him? Verse 5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. All right, this man is a great orator. I mean, he can speak great things, persuade people. That's what it says here. But the things that he speaks are blasphemies against God. He speaks evil against God. He attributes what's God's to himself, claiming to be a God or claiming to be the God. And it says that he's going to continue 42 months. You recognize 42 months? 3.5 years. So from the time this happens, he's got 3.5 more years to go. And that, of course, is the period of the Great Tribulation. Well, that's it for today. We'll pick up and continue on with Antichrist again in the morning. Have a great day today.